Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm gonna continue on my series around morning routine or waking up early. It's always been an important thing in my life that I'm trying to advocate and really encouraging people to wake up earlier so that they can really change and transform their life. And so today we're gonna deep dive into health and fitness, because ever since I have been able to wake up early, I found that I was able to really keep a habit of fitness. And what I mean by that is often when we want to get fit, we just struggle to find time, because the moment we wake up, we've got kids to deal with, kids to take to school, work, and there's just no time for exercise. And for many years, I found it to be a challenging thing, meaning even if I did manage to go to the gym, I still struggle mentally going, should I go now? Should I go later? No, I'll just skip today. And it's just this mental struggle that was not healthy, or it was just annoying. And so ever since I have been waking up early, it started off at 4 a.m. Now it's 3 a.m. As you can see, there's just more hours in the day that allowed me to wake up and do the important things, such as just settling into my new awakened self. Because you know, when you wake up, you feel really sluggish, so you kind of ease into it by journaling, gratitude journal, meditating, doing some important work first. So by the time it's 6:30 in the morning, I feel like I've just nut it out all, like everything's been done. I don't feel like I am rushing for anything, because I've already completed all the core things that are good for myself as well as good for my business. And so at 6:30 times, I can actually carve out that time for exercise. I no longer feel guilty that there's work to do or guilty that I haven't had time for myself. It's just that I'm mentally ready for exercise. So now I'm going to share with you the different ways you can exercise if you're a busy mum working from home or just working anywhere and you need to get to work by 9 a.m. So number one is you can look at using YouTube. So YouTube, like this, is such an amazing platform where you can find all sorts of exercises. So you can Google things like 10 minutes ab workout, 15 minutes cardio, just whatever minutes that you have, you can find a video that suits what you need, as well as giving yourself variety of exercises every day to do. So you can sometimes do ab work, sometimes you can do a dance workout, sometimes you can do Pilates. So having a variety of workout allows your workout routine to be more fun, and it's a lifestyle rather than, when you think of exercise, you think of the gym, you think of just pushing weights and it's just hard work, but it doesn't have to be that way. The next thing is there are online classes. So I was doing a program called DIY PT. I was doing it for a long time, but just recently I stopped because I'm just trying other methods such as virtual reality, which I'll talk about it later. But it is a program that I'm looking forward to going back to. But what it is it's an online personal trainer. So basically you're working with a real person who's teaching you and also can correct your movements. This is really important if you're new to exercise, because you can follow a YouTube video, but you might not be doing the right thing. You might be, doing different wrong postures which could hurt you. But when you have a real PT online, then they can actually say, hey, try it like this, or you're not doing it correctly, or even pushing you, encouraging you to do it more better. Meaning, if you're following a program on YouTube, no one's really watching you, so you can kind of do it the lazy way. But when someone's watching, they're like, hey, you can add more weights there, or you can, squat lower. So I think it's a lot more effective to have a online PT. And the third thing is virtual reality. So I have started to use a VR from MetaQuest, so MetaQuest 2 from Facebook. It is actually so fun. So what it is there's different exercise apps that you can download into your VR system. And so one of them I love is Les Mills boxing workout. So this is when you put on your VR set, you're holding the controllers, but your two hands actually look like they're boxing gloves. So you're in the game and you feel like you've got boxing gloves, and then you have patterns coming to you, and you're supposed to kind of play the game. So you've got the pink glove, yellow glove, and you're supposed to just punch the logos that are coming at you, they're square logos or whatever it was, and then sometimes there's a big block coming at you and it means that you got to squat. So overall you feel like you're playing a game, but you're actually exercising. And so when the blocks are coming at you, you're punching, you have to duck, and it's just so interactive that you have a big sweat and you have so much fun, and yet you've actually worked out. So I really encourage you to try out VR. And the VR set has so many different games. So there's even meditation apps. So this is when you can sit with your VR and feel like you're in another world. So there's all these different environments that they take you through. You know, sometimes I'm flying up somewhere, sometimes I'm in like another space world. And so you're able to kind of enjoy getting outside of your life. You know, you go to a different planet, you feel going to a different world where you just feel that life is bigger than this, that you can just relax and see amazing, beautiful things. And so this is what VR is all about. And I do believe in Mark Zuckerberg's prediction about VRs or the metaverse. You know, a lot of people thinking he's crazy, but I really think this is the future, when you can visualize and not imagine it in your head, but you can see it with your own eyes. I just can't wait for more apps to come out. Imagine you have apps that, you know, give you your millionaire dream, and you get to walk around and meet all these celebrities. And so you don't even have to imagine in your head, which can sometimes be difficult to imagine, but when you can see it and feel it and walk through things, I think it's such an amazing invention. Okay, so those are the three things, but of course the traditional other workouts, actually another one before I talk about the traditional workout is having an app. So I used to use Sweat app. Actually, I still use it. Sweat app from Kayla Itzines. I hope that's how I spell her name or say her name. Basically, it's an app and you can choose a different workout, and it usually runs for 30 minutes, and it just tells you there's a timer, there's workouts, and you basically just don't have to think about what workout to do, but you follow the app. And so that's also another great way. But finally, going to the gym. So you know, I've got a membership to Anytime Fitness, so it means that I can go anytime, 24/7. There is no excuse of, you know, they're not open till this time or closing at a certain time. And the membership is probably less than $20 a week, depending on what your plan is. It's less than $20 a week, so it's very cheap. And so there's no excuse to not sign up to a gym close to you. So Anytime Fitness, there's one location, also there's a venue in every location. So whenever I'm traveling, I can also do that. There's really just no excuse for you to not exercise. So you got to think about all the different options that you could have that helps you to not be lazy. So I currently have all those options up my sleeve so that my days can be variety. So I currently actually use all of those methods. So the reason why I do that is just that I know that every day I might feel different. If I went to the gym all the time, I will get bored and I start to kind of, you know, not enjoy exercise anymore. Whereas some days I might go on YouTube, some days the weather's good, I want to go for a run, and sometimes I work out with some friends using YouTube videos. And then sometimes I would also, when I go to the gym, rather than just working out randomly, I actually go on the Sweat app where it shows you what to do at the gym and then use it at the gym. So you kind of mix and match the different types of options, but then you also choose to do different things every day. Now, my tip around exercise is you rather do a little bit every day and build that momentum and a habit than it is to do, you know, 1 hour 3 times a week. So, you know, we're just creatures of habit, and basically it's easy to just know that, well, every day I haven't done it yet, you know, so I'm going to do a 30-minute session or 15-minute session. Then it is to go, oh, what day is it today? Have I done? Oh no, I still have 2 more sessions to do. Or you basically just have more things to think about. And so my rule for myself is actually 7 days a week. And by waking up really early, I'm able to dedicate the time to actually exercise. So what equipments do you actually need? If you're working out at home, you really just need some resistance band. There's so many ways to actually use the band, and you can always research online as well as hiring a personal coach. Now, other equipments would be like a mat, as well as small dumbbells. And also I even have a portable treadmill. So I know when winter comes, you'll likely feel really lazy to actually get out of your own house. But I always really like to kind of have cardio and kind of, you know, when you walk and you jog, you kind of feel really, really good. It's a different feeling than just like a workout. And so I bought myself a portable treadmill. It's so tiny. You can actually open and close it, so it becomes very, very compact, and I put it right in front of my TV. So if I feel like one of those lazy days where I just want to watch something in the morning, or basically just not really want to work out so hard, I would open the treadmill, and while I'm consuming the content, I'm actually walking, and I could walk for almost an hour and not actually feel tired. So here I am kind of batching a task with exercise, so that exercise becomes like a byproduct and you just get it done without even without much effort. Okay, so finally it's 2023 and I just want to, I guess, give you some tips around exercise. And I know for many years one of my top goals was always, get fitter, get healthier, and it took me so many years to kind of build, I would say, a habit that makes this so easy. It became my lifestyle. And so number one is just really deciding that health and fitness is really important to me. It's not just about looking good, it's about living longer, feeling healthier, and not getting sick. And so my tip number one is actually working on your mindset. So I want you to sit down and really answer some of these questions. Number one is, what do you believe about yourself? What are the negative things that you've said to yourself, like, I can't lose weight because I have big bones, because I've always been this way, I've tried everything. I just really want you to think of everything that you tell yourself about health and fitness. Or whenever you've tried to lose weight, what did you say to yourself that sabotaged your opportunity, because you believe in something that actually will limit you. So if you believe, so when I was younger, I used to believe that, my body's different to others, so that's probably why I can't lose weight. I kind of didn't own the fact that I wasn't doing the right thing. I didn't have the right mindset. So once you write down everything, you then challenge those limiting beliefs. So if you said, I've tried everything, it doesn't work, then you ask yourself, what did I actually try? Have I really tried everything? And what else can I try? And then if you say that, I'm big bone, it's like, where did I get that information from? How come there are someone else who is bigger than me, have always been big, and all of a sudden they've lost weight and they've kept their weight? A lot of the trainers in The Biggest Loser are actually bigger people who managed to really change their body, change their shape. So you can actually aspire to that. So I want you to challenge your limiting belief. And third, I want you to ask why. Why do you want this? Because if your reason is just, I just want to look good like everyone else, and you don't really think deep about it, but you're like, I want to feel proud. I want to lead an example for my kids. I want to live longer so I can see my kids get married. I don't want to get sick, because there is no life without good health. And so write down as many reasons as possible. The lazier you are in this question, the more it's going to be harder to stick in the long run. So if you dig deep and you go up with like 10, 20 reasons, it's going to make this challenge a lot more stronger, or you're going to be a lot more stronger in this challenge. Now, the next task is deciding your goal. Like, what is your goal? Are you trying to lose kilos? Are you trying to lose your measurement? I don't recommend weighing yourself a lot. Whenever I look at myself and I base it on the size of the clothes that I wear and the way I look, I don't really want to weigh myself anymore, because I tend to just want to actually just know that I look good and I'm feeling good. But otherwise, if you weigh yourself too much, you will actually get bothered by the half a kilo, 1 kilo you could gain and lose. And it's usually just water weight. So at the beginning, if you are a bigger person, yes, do weigh yourself, once a week, no more than that, because you don't want to get caught up with the numbers too much. And then over time, when you get to your size, don't weigh yourself anymore. Just really maintain by basing it on the way you look. And I think the other more accurate way is to actually measuring your measurements around your waist and your thighs, etc. Now, onto the most important part is, what action steps are you going to take? So basically, are you going to try the intermittent fasting method, which is where you eat between certain hours, between 8 hours, or as you get more competent with this challenge, you can even reduce it to 6 hours or 4 hours of eating block. So it means all the other time you don't eat, and you give yourself a boundary so that you really control your eating. Or are you going to eat portion size control, 3 times a day? You really need to know your method. I would recommend intermittent fasting. It's probably one of the best methods that I've used and I still use to this day. And so it allows me to just know that this is the time to stop, because I tend to, if we don't have a boundary, we tend to snack and we tend to eat really late at night. Now, the next tip around action is actually having a community, a buddy group. So I am with a few friends who are on WhatsApp together, and we actually use the WhatsApp platform as a way to just do a daily report. It's almost like if you journal on your own, no one's really watching, no one's looking, and you kind of could actually slack off and no one knows. But if you tell your friends like, hey, let's be in this together, and you update your friends every single day what you ate, what exercise you do, it just makes you more aware of what you've done in the day. It doesn't matter if it's, I don't really think that you need to go on a diet for sake, because there are, in a week you can have 1 or 2 bad days, and the other days you're pretty good. Some weeks it's party time, it's holiday season, you can't really stop living your life because you're on a diet. So most importantly, it's really about updating in the group chat with your friends so that you know that you're aware that today you had a really big day, you ate so much. And the moment you write it, you kind of already felt like, you know what, tomorrow I'm not going to do that anymore because I don't feel like I'm craving for food. I just had a big feast. Tomorrow I'm going to be good. And I found that by reporting, having accountability partners, you're more aware, and then you kind of catch yourself in your actions, and then you actually can modify and change your actions, and you basically have other people there witnessing, watching you, so that you don't kind of get slack off on yourself. Now, next thing is with exercise, do put it in your calendar. So even if you are working out a few times a week or a week or every day, you still want to put it in your calendar. So I have a set time at 6:30 to 7 where I work out, and I give myself just 30 minutes to work out. But I do that 7 days a week. And if some weeks I don't do 7, but most of the time it's like 5 to 7. But if there was some reason that I couldn't do in the morning, I would actually move the calendar and move it down. So look at like, okay, where can I fit this next 30 minutes? Would it be after lunch? Would it be after school? So you basically treat exercise as a meeting, an important schedule, where it's not something you kind of like, I'll do it when I feel like it, because you never actually feel like it. It has to be a must. And once you do this long enough, you will actually realize that you love it. When you don't do it, you don't have the energy, you're not as happy, and so you default to wanting to exercise and to eat healthy more than you wanting to go back to, the eating junk food or not exercise. So once you have this habit, it just becomes super easy. Well, those are my tips. I hope I've given you enough tips there around fitting in your exercise, and most importantly, by waking up early, you can actually fit in those exercise. But if you have any questions for me around this topic, let me know in the comments below. I am no personal trainer or nutritionist, but I am someone who's an everyday person, a mum who have struggled with health and fitness before, and I've kind of found my way through it, and I hope that these lessons can really help you. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.